right? We talk about reflection. Here's that reflection, and here's how you can make that reflection work for you. 3 days after the event, you do the after action review. You go through what worked, what didn't work. What are you not going to do next year? What are you going to start doing next year? What are you going to stop doing this year? And you ask the question, what did we learn this year? And your key players need to be there. The entire team doesn't. This needs to be like 4, maybe 5 people or less. And you need to set aside an hour's worth of time. Major holiday events need to have this kind of attention, and then you're going to have much better information for next year. At the Everglades Club, we had what we called an event wrap-up, and we would do that within 5 days of our event, where we would have to have counts of leftover product, where we would do the after-action review in the kitchen. We'd do an after-action review with the front of the house and catering sales. All that information would go into the file. We would save it on a hard drive as well, right? That way it was computer generated and we had easy access to it. But then next year comes around and we have the notes. We have the diagram of, okay, so we set it up. Now you've got to make a note somewhere that on that diagram you actually move the omelet station. So in advance you have a moved omelet station. Flow at the omelet station was terrible, and here's why. Maybe that's what they did last year or the year before, whenever the last time they did it was, right? And they couldn't, but nobody took the notes, so nobody could change it. This is the power of that reflection. This is the power of after action review and really taking the time and sitting down and committing to do it. And look, there's going to be resistance to it. Wow, we don't need to do that. Easter's a year away now. No, let's close the loop on this. This is what I need to do. And if nobody else buys into it, maybe you and can sit down with your sous chef or whatever, and you can get her notes and her observations. Ask those 5 questions. But in my opinion, those questions and that after action review should happen after every single holiday, because it's going to make the next holiday better. It happens every year. And guess what? It's probably next year. And then you're more prepared. You have more conversation. You have more pieces. You have that baseline starting point. Instead of acting next Easter like you've never done an Easter before. Why are we doing this again for the first time? If you're interested in learning how 5 keys can take an executive chef from overwhelmed, stuck, frustrated, exhausted, and reactive to organized, systemized, and highly productive so you can lead, mentor, teach, and inspire while cooking the food you love, click the link.